municipality in KwaZulu-Natal is bringing rugby closer to the people as South Africans gear up for the World Cup final in France. Philani Mavundla, mayor of the Umvoti local municipality, joins us now to tell us more about the Umvoti Social, Cohesion and Rugby World Cup fan park. Mayor, thank you so much for joining us this evening. Can you tell us what the objective is with the Umvoti Social Cohesion program?
Hello, good evening, as well as all the South Africans who are watching this program. Umvoti Social, Cohesion, Rugby World Cup final fan park is about us as the people of a very small rural agricultural town getting together and saying, let's forget about our history. Let's forget about what color you are or what you look like or what your beliefs are. Let's just for once at some point think like human being. Hence we bring the issue of the social cohesion that this World Cup and the Amapogopogo in particular, it's very clear that they have brought us together. If you want to talk about anything, one thing that is coming first is about the Springbok winning the World Cup this year, beating the New Zealand. We've done very well. Beating the England, we're very happy. We are now saying the Boks, they must go and beat the New Zealand. Now, South African, they have one thing that they are quite unique about. When things are bad, we come together. When things are good, we come together. So we are saying, as it stands right now, it's time where let's forget about our race and what our beliefs are. Let's come together as one country. Therefore, as a municipality of Umvoti that sits in the town of Gretown, we've decided that let's have a day where we'll have different cultures coming with their different things that they do. And that all falls under our social cohesion. Now, tomorrow, we will be opening what is called Lucky Spot from 12 o'clock. It will run until 9, where basically we'll be having family picnic, rugby clinics, kids zone, funny games, entertainment, music, and film masterclass. Now, most of us, me included, I really don't understand why cricket will take many days. The guys are still playing the same game. I don't understand. I also don't understand why in rugby, what's the difference between the try and the penalty and the scrum? So basically, the guys in the municipality said to us, no, Mr. Mayor, don't worry. We're going to have what we call the rugby clinic. We're going to tell you why, when the people are scoring, you see the score jump from 0 to 3. And next time you see it is 12. Why do we jump? So basically, that is what the rugby clinic will be all about. So we understand how to get there because people like to follow the game, but they don't understand what it's all about. And then the music and film masterclass, there are some people who are going to explain to us that if I really to be like Utau or whoever, what is that I need to do? Hence, we'll have a guy like Umei Maps from Umkoka. We will have Uitenane Etula. We'll also have Alex Mtiane from the Kakas coming in and explain the whole lot of things. We'll be having the Indian dance that will be happening, so all in the name of rugby. And then we are saying, whether you are an Afrikaner, you are a German, you are an Indian, you are a Zulu, you are a Sotho, let's all get together in the name of sport and see if we can do better.
Most certainly. Mr. Mayor, I see you're already donning your Boks T-shirt. Are we going to see you out on the field in a scrum somewhere?
Well, I'm going to sleep wearing my Boks T-shirt. I've already told the family, first of all, that is what I'm going to do. And tomorrow, definitely for sure, I am going to listen tentatively on the classes that they'll be giving us. As I said, that I don't understand why the guys in cricket or rugby, the score goes way too fast, and then the next thing that happened, the cricket, they play for days. I don't understand how. So tomorrow, I really want to sit there and listen carefully. And believe me, Katlego, we don't tell you that we don't know. So tomorrow we're saying, let's go there and understand why, what happened, which way. So the people of Umvoti tomorrow, by the time we start the game, we will understand what is a scrum. what is a try, what is a penalty in terms of the rugby language. So basically that is what we're bringing tomorrow at Lucky Sports. And the rugby itself, we all know it's the game itself, we know it's starting at 9. But from 12, we'll be having all these activities.
But on a more serious note, Mr. Mayor, how important is it for us to be able to start training and grooming young people, especially when it comes to entrenching the culture of sports, the culture of working together in order for them to be able to use those disciplines in other facets of their lives?
Look, it is important because it also talks to our healthy living. That is what it adds. If you participate in one form of sport, it means your body reacts in a certain way. We're also fully aware that we are now at a time where we're living with a generation where our kids spend more time playing games on their computers and their phone, and if you take that away, believe me, you'll have very ugly faces in your house. Now, if we can get to a point as a country where we'll turn around and say, you know what, at least if the kids at school, they spend so much, they come back home, they go and kick the ball a little bit, it will help us. But also it brings that social cohesion that we can, get to the sport field and share all together. It is not only in your little corner doing your thing by yourself, don't want even the other people to say what to do. So for me, we really believe that it is important that we go to sport because it also talks to the behavior of us as human beings and the longevity in terms of our life and health and so on. Because otherwise, you very soon will be like the Americans, will be very fat with the obesity that is going around, and we'll have more health challenges.
Would we then see a continuity of a program such as this beyond the Rugby World Cup, where you can host rugby clinics and musical fun days in order to get young people to be active in other things that are not distracting them from what they should be doing in life?
I can tell you now that it's a way that we want to go, we want to do, we want to have more music taking place because it's not all of us that are going to be engineers or become the doctors. We also need to look at what talent is available. For instance, I'm an artisan. Maybe I was not too smart at school to go to the university and do anything else, but I'm quite comfortable with the training that I have had. Now, if we're going to train our young ones to understand there is still life in terms of music, there's still life in terms of sport, there's still life. You can be running, you can be playing golf, you'll be a professional in that field. I don't think Tiger Woods or any else, you can call them in courts to come and represent you. But believe me, they're making money or they made money in whatever they did. Tyson, I don't think that you could have called him to say, hey, I'm coughing Tyson, please tell me. But all of us, when Tyson was still a great boxer, we all wanted to watch him. So basically, I think if we can go out and say, especially to the young people, and say, these are some of the things that you can do, we'll find that we wouldn't be complaining too much about unemployment. Swimming alone can be a profession to someone. So basically, as a small municipality, we are saying we don't have much, but if we can go out and really say the sport is the way to go. I can tell you now that next year in March, we are reviving a marathon that used to run between Pietermaritzburg and Greytown. We are reviving next year in March. It's going to be back and running. Those are the things that we're looking at to say, if we can do this, we'll have even more.
Do we know of any big sports stars that do come from Umvoti local municipality?
I love that one. The very first cricket World Cup that was won by Protea, the captain of that team was Nell, and Nell was from Greytown. Go and Google it, you'll find it. So basically, Greytown has produced such people. In terms, because I'm in politics, that's what I'll tell you more about. In terms of the politics, where you're talking before the new type of politics that we have had after 1906, Bambata then was the last one. But we have had people like Nhlanhla Nene, the former Minister of Finance. In actual fact, we are very proud about this. When all the noise in terms of politics came about the state capture and so on, the only man and one man that said, since there's so much noise, I'll rather resign as a Minister of Finance. He's the only one that resigned. He comes from this place here. He comes from Umvoti. So basically, those are the things that will tell you about ourselves, your Pambatas, your Nel, your Tanzanians. I'm not going to count Mavundla, it doesn't count. But yes, those are the kind of people that we have produced from this part of this world.
All right, Mayor, thank you so much for joining us this evening. We wish you all the best with the event tomorrow, and we also certainly hope that you will be enjoying the win of the Boks in that viewing space. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. That was Philani Mavundla, Mayor of the Umvoti local municipality.